just sold your last case of incense and pestered over 60 pedestrians. After a grueling day, you finally run out of leaflets. Now it's Willer time. Time to kick off your sandals and pop open a Willer. The best taste in beer since 1892. When it's time to relax after a tough day, you owe yourself the best tasting beer you can find. It goes down easy. It's cool, refreshing, and far less filling.
Hurry Rama.
You're only reincarnated 6 or 7 times in life, so you've got to reach for all the gusto you can. Willer.
Rams plagued by fumbles as earthquakes rock Los Angeles. Film at 11.
New from Barker Brothers, a game for the entire family. Scot-free. Your team has just assassinated the president. Can you get away scot-free? Shake the dice and see. Great, you found a patsy. Go again. Bonus card. You get Jack Ruby to kill your patsy. That's good because dead men don't talk. Oh no, Abraham Zapruder films the assassination. Tough break, but now you go again. And a stroke of luck, 22 material witnesses die of unnatural causes. Now your opponent shakes again. Uh-oh, look out, Life magazine buys the Zapruder film. But you buy Life magazine and show the frames out of sequence. You're almost home. Now you must spin the public opinion board. You've done it! The public believes it! You're scot-free! Available from Barker Brothers.
If you were thrilled by the towering inferno, if you were terrified by earthquake, then you will be scared shitless by the Samuel L. Bronkowitz production of That's Armageddon. The most realistic depiction of death, doom, and destruction in motion picture history. See George Lazenby as the architect.
I tell you, this building is unsafe.
Barbara Radnitz as the nurse. Jack Roberts as the governor.
Governor, the city's in flames. The National Guard's powerless to deal with the situation. The dam is threatening to burst. The airport has been seized by terrorists. And the nuclear power plant's about to blow in a second. Governor, what are we going to do?
Donald Sutherland as the clumsy waiter.
Larry, you can't go in there. It's certain death. But I've got to. For Helen's sake. But Larry! Oh, Jesus!
Leave her. Come back to Montana with me.
I can no sooner run away from her than myself.
I'm not asking you to run. I'm asking you to face reality.
Whose reality? Yours or mine?
My reality and yours, that's whose.
What are you saying?
Leave her. Come back to Montana with me.
I can no more run away from her than I can run away from myself.
I'm not asking you to run. I'm asking you to face reality.
Whose reality? Yours or mine?
My reality and yours, that's whose.
What are you saying?
Larry, we're going now.
Whose game?
You know damn well whose games.
Larry, we're starting the engines.
You will never forget. That's Armageddon.
You know damn well what I'm saying.
In the past year, over 800,000 Americans have died. Despite millions of dollars of research, death continues to be our nation's #1 killer. Hello, I'm Henry Gibson, speaking to you on behalf of the United Appeal for the Dead. Although so far there is no known treatment for death's crippling effects, still everyone can acquaint himself with the 3 early warning signs of death. 1, rigor mortis. 2, a rotting smell. 3, occasional drowsiness. It is also important to know what to do when you die. 1, do not attempt to drive a car. 2, do not operate heavy machinery. 3rd, do not talk. Your past contributions to this cause have already worked wonders. Many deserving families have been helped. Right now, I'd like you to meet the Hefstetters.
3 years ago, our Johnny died. We thought that there was no hope, but then we discovered the United Appeal for the Dead. They showed us that despite Johnny's handicap, he could still be a useful member of our family and the community. Our United Appeal for the Dead caseworker showed us that the absence of life from Johnny's body didn't have to mean his absence from our daily lives. We realized the constant joy that could be ours as we were able to include him in our family activities. The United Appeal for the Dead turned misery into happiness. We have them to thank for our family's newfound togetherness.
This is Henry Gibson saying, please give generously when death knocks at your door.
No pictures. No pictures, please. I said no pictures and no comments. I said no pictures.
On September 22nd, 1957, there occurred a multi-car collision resulting in over $55,000 in damages. Today, we are going to bring you the trial resulting from that incident. The litigants you will see are the actual people involved in the accident. As we join the proceedings, Judge Coas D. Smizer is about to ask Mr. Horning to make his opening remarks.
Mr. Horning, you may make your opening remarks.
If it pleases the court, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is my intention to prove here today that on the evening of February 22nd, 1957, Sheldon Grunwald was driving his vehicle in the northbound lane of U.S. Highway 30 when the rear of his automobile was struck from behind by a car driven by the defendant, Miss Rita Filigree. In conclusion, Your Honor, I would like the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to listen to a tape.
Hey, Wally, being in court is really neat stuff, huh?
Knock it off, will you, Beav? I don't want the judge to yell at us.
Defense Attorney Taylor, are you prepared with your case?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Then call your first witness.
The number of a Sheldon Grunwald?
Oh, that's me, right here.
Never mind, operator. I found him myself.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You've made me so happy.
We'll tell you only that Mr. Grunwald is salaried, deals in a service, and we'll start the questioning with Mr. Horning.
Mr. Grunwald, would I be more likely to use your service than, let's say, my wife?
No.
That's 5 down and 45 to go. Mr. Taylor.
I think I'll pass to Arlene.
I'm sorry. We're running short of time. We'll flip all the cards now, and I'll tell you that, in fact, Mr. Grunwald is a spoon.
Mr. Grunwald, in addition to your occupation as a spool, is it not true...
Spoon.
Oh, yes, spoon. Spoon. Of course, spool doesn't make much sense. Mr. Grunwald, in addition to your occupation as a spoon, is it not true that you're a driving instructor?
No.
Then it is true.
Yes.
That you're not a driving instructor?
No.
Your Honor, I object to this line of questioning.
Overruled.
Very well, then. I'd like some time to go over my briefs.
Please.
They're fine.
Your witness, counsel.
Would you please state your first name?
Sheldon.
Mr. Grunwald, what does that exactly mean?
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Sheldon.
Mr. Grunwald, would you kindly tell the court the fabric of which your shirt is made?
I object, Your Honor. That shirt is immaterial.
Sustained. Very well, then. Mr. Grunwald, would you please follow me to the south end of the courtroom?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is leading the witness.
Sustained. Mr. Horning, Mr. Taylor, approach the bench.
While the judge confers with the attorneys, let's pause for this brief message.
Well, what's our little skeptic doing today?
She's frying the cat in pure Nessun oil.
At this time, the judge will ask Mr. Horning to show relevance.
Mr. Horning, you are going to have to show relevance.
Not only will I show relevance, I will show how these facts relate to the case. I call to the stand Miss Rita Filigree.
As everyone expected, a surprise witness. Miss Filigree was a passenger in the Grunwald vehicle, but was pronounced dead at the scene.
Nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Miss Filigree, as a passenger in the Grunwald vehicle, can you identify the man driving the blue Buick?
Yes.
Is he in this courtroom right now?
Yes!
Would you kindly point him out to me, please?
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Young lady, are you familiar with the penal codes in this state? You wouldn't cry if you was just getting yelled at, would you, Wally?
Heck no, Beeve. But girls are different. I mean, if a guy cried, everybody'd think he was a creep or something.
Yeah, gee, Wally, I guess you're right. Young lady, are you aware that to withhold evidence pertinent to a crime so heinous...
No.
Heinous?
No.
Heinous.
I think it's pronounced heinous.
No, you wouldn't say you're heinous.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I have it right here. Hyenas. Any of a family of cowardly, carnivorous beasts of Asia and Africa.
Oh, take me to the drive and prove you love me.
Hey, look, Wally. Wally.
Will you? See? I told you we'd get hollered at.
We mean no harm to your planet. We mean no harm to your planet.
Your Honor, the prosecution is making a mockery of this courtroom.
All right, all right. He's sitting over there. Oh, no. Him. No.
The bailiff is now trying to identify the driver of the blue Buick.
No.
Everyone is, of course, anxiously awaiting the identification of the mystery driver. This could blow the case wide open. I think perhaps the next person to...
Announcer Stephen McCroskey was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in a federal penitentiary. Stenographer Gordon Simley had a sex change operation and is now a switch hitter for the Atlanta Braves. Wallace and Theodore Cleaver had their allowance suspended and were sent to bed without